Hope you're all having a very good morning. Mine is going okay. Just did a drop off at the school, but I got to go get gas. I was going to do it last night and I didn't get a chance. So you guys are going to go with me to the gas station. Drive, 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 drive. Jesus. How fucking fast are you going? That's at least 50. What is this? Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Hey, good to see you, TC. I don't know if you guys see out the window, but there's lots of clouds today. We've had a little bit of rain. Desert smells like rain right now, but apparently we're supposed to get a lot more today. So we'll see how that goes. There's the sun. The sun came out. Yay. Hey, Hellhound. Good to see you. You guys are going to go with me to the boyfriend. I'm your fiance. You kidding me? Uh, yeah, you guys are going to go with me to the gas station today because I need gas. I'm on E right now. That's I should have went and got some last night, but I actually I made more soup. I made busy day soup. If you guys if you saw my post on YouTube, so those who want the recipe, it was really easy recipe, but it calls for ground beef and yeah. My family, we don't use ground beef we for it. It's too bland. So we normally get mild Italian sausage, and I didn't have mild Italian sausage, but I did have mild Italian meatballs. So I was like, well, I don't care what shape they're in. So yeah, I put those in there. What's a bad daddy? Um, oh my, Georgie's here. Georgie Stalker posting a whole bunch of stuff like I think it's to the point like we need to send a wellness check on her. She is nuts. Like she is batshit insane. Like that's a whole batch of crazy. Like she was posting um excerpts of transcripts, and it's like you just look nuts. Like if you're gonna post a transcript. But like she literally was like taking like lines out of things to prove that Georgie lied, and she just looks crazy. Like the amount of time that would take someone, that's um like I for me I would put all the documents in like a document cloud and just put a link to them. She needs Baker acted, right? I don't know if Texas, if they have a Baker Act statute. They might. I don't know. But she is nuts. Someone should reach out to her family because she does have family members who comment on her stuff. Someone should reach out to her family members and be like, "Look, this is insane." And then, oh yeah, The live stream I was talking about yesterday, where they put up my name and then got mad that I talked about that someone sent me a screenshot and I posted it. Uh, it's like, well, if you don't want me to talk about you, don't be talking about me. Like that's the way this. But they were talking about and very upset, very upset. And it's like, well, you know, you put up my name on your show. Like you, you turn on the bat signal. Don't be mad that Batman shows up. Like seriously, some of these people they've lost their friggin' minds, out of their damn minds. Wow, $4.69 for gas there. I'm going up to the Circle K. They're normally a little bit cheaper. We'll see what they charge. I don't go to the 7-Eleven in town. Like if you want to get accosted by a homeless tweaker, go to the 7-Eleven in 29 Palms. That's where that happens. This 435 here. So this is not as bad. And you'd think the base would be the cheapest place for gas in town, but nope. Nope. Friend of mine, he does gas, buddy. And we were talking about the cheapest places of gas here in town. And yeah, we pretty much agreed. I gotta wash this car, but not with rain today. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah, it's 435. Um, oh, hey Voss, hey Flamingo, good to see you. Right, right, right. I have to find, I find it really funny that those same people are trying to say that, like their fans are trying to say we're the anti what the hells, when quite literally, the people that they watch have said, like the one has said she hopes Jeremy Hales loses. And it's like, okay, if you're going to turn this into this tribalist, what the hell's anti what the hell's, um, you're watching someone who's anti what the hell's. um, and the other people they watch are just people trying to stir up more drama. Need to go get up and put pants on. I don't want. I don't. What's this whole thing of women? Like women nowadays, they just always want to wear pajamas to everything. It's like, and then get mad that guys will wear something like what I'm wearing and say that we're not trying. Good morning, Georgie's mom. Good morning, Gary. I tried to say good morning to everyone today, but on my mobile, it's tougher. Okay. All right. You got a stiff drink for later. Are you making one of the veteran cocktails? Some people liked my last one. They liked my last veteran cocktail. It's a bit sweet, and if you don't like sweet stuff, then yeah, the Veteran Nation apple cider is not for you. Because yeah, it is very sweet. But if you're looking for something warm in the fall to warm you up, that's a good one. Um, One thing that we have during Christmas is we make Tom and Jerry's. So those are a fun drink, a fun Christmas drink. This dude's riding his motorcycle. Dude, it's gonna rain today. You are freaking dumb riding a motorcycle today. Some bootleggers, huh? Um, yeah, I was pretty brutal on Twitter this morning. There was a couple videos. First one was a woman, like, grossly obese woman. She was like 250, 300 pounds, right? And this video was her dressed as Sexy Patrick from SpongeBob. So first off, like, yeah, no, Sexy Patrick should not be a thing. Um, and then to be that big and like dressed like that, like, and in the video, like her neighbor, she's taking this video outside. Her neighbor's like, "You look disgusting," and she does. And people were like, "She looks fine." No, we need to start shaming people who are uh, like. It's one thing to be grossly overweight. Trust me, I've been overweight. It's one thing to be grossly overweight. It's another thing to be making a spectacle of yourself. Like, if you're just at home, and you're wearing sweats and whatnot, and you're not bothering ever, yeah, then I don't have a problem with, people should not be fat shaming you. You're dealing with something, get your mental health right, and then lose some weight. But to be posting sexy Patrick pictures, like, no, no, you deserve to be shamed. And then was another woman who was talking about how her great tits uh, were not for conservative men, and she was grossly overweight. And it's like, you only have big tits because you're fat as shit. Like, you're a disgusting pig. So, like, the tits aren't gonna do it. Like, and again, another one of these women who's grossly obese, showing off her body in a. She had a dress on that. It was like, no, honey, you should not be in that. That's when I'm all for fat shaming. Like, like right now, there's a woman who, she's not incredibly skinny, but she's out walking. She's got her sweats on. Good for her. Good for her. Like, she's doing something. I would never fat shame that woman. But if you're gonna post sexy Patrick and then or brag about how big your tits are, like when you're fat, like you got big tits because you're fat. Um, so yeah, it was just all shit hitting my timeline. And I was being ruthless. I was not holding back at all. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm tired of it. Right, right, Green Flamingo. Like, I'm using the Conspiracy Kitty Twitter account. It's funny. Georgie, you're not posting pictures. Like, if you dressed as sexy Patrick and start posting that shit, we'd be having a conversation. But yeah, this woman, it was straight up attention. She was, it's really because I wasn't just brutal on the fat women. There was another woman who was 60, and she had her arms up and she had no bra on, and it was like, no, you're just being an attention whore. You're saggy and being an attention whore. Like, have some fucking dignity, you know? Right, right. Like, yeah, like, but dudes do it too. Like, there's so many of these fucking dudes in dresses talking about how good looking women they are. It's like, no, you're not. You're not a woman. You're not good looking. Like, so many men are choosing to live as ugly women nowadays. And yeah, I'm all about shaming them. All about it. Uh, yeah, it's one thing. Like, hey, I'm not the skinniest guy ever. I do things appropriate for my body type. I do. Like, you don't see me out there fucking with a cut off half shirt now, do you? Like, the most I will do is jump into my hot tub, and when I'm doing that, it's like I'm wearing a bathing suit, like hot tub appropriate wear. James got arrested on the 1st of November. What for? Make sure you get yourself an attorney. That's one thing. Like, yeah, get yourself an attorney. Yeah, you don't care what people think of you. Yeah, I don't either. Like, me posting stuff, even when I do my streams, I know people are gonna comment on my body. I'm not it like it's not me get. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because, hey, I'm in the hot tub. I just want to have fun. Um, but yeah, if I, and I've done, I've sent to Georgie pictures of me, um, in clothes, and just, hey, what do you think of this? But it's not for attention. It's because I legitimately want a female opinion. But yeah, there are, like, some of these people are just doing posts just to be, um, just for attention, and it's like, no, yeah, and see, yeah, Georgie's lost weight, right? In fact, I was talking to someone yesterday about, we were doing the pool for a while. We kind of got out of it, but we're talking about what we're gonna do next. And, like, I'll straight up say it, like, with the government shutdown and me not being on base as much, I've been making a lot of food at home, which uh uh I make a lot of food at home, which has, my jeans are a little bit looser on me. I'm not saying that because I'm on a weight loss journey or anything. Just It's just a side effect. And TC's here. He'll tell you about how, um, okay, Arby's restaurants. TC will tell you about how just making food at home, you'll lose weight. Look at TC's weight loss. But yeah, this whole cheering people who, you know, are just, ugh. Right, right. Like, there's been little things I've done, just to be healthier. And I'm not saying I'm healthy, but you don't see me doing attention seeking posts. Like, and I do a show. I do this show. Like, I should be doing attention seeking posts because I do a show. Like, I do want people's attention. Um, but guess what? That means I'm gonna be criticized, and people criticize me every day. It's fair. It is 100% fair. Right? Right, Georgie? And Georgie's looking good. She's losing weight. She's looking good. The last week, there's been nothing but good things coming, at least from what I've talked with Georgie, um, things that she should be happy about and celebrate. Even though people try to say that me and Georgie are having an affair and all this stuff. It's just funny. It's just funny at this point. Goals to be under 300 by the end of the year. There you go. I'm telling you, and TC, I'll tell you, just start making more things at home. I made soup yesterday. I also made pita bread yesterday. And I posted, here's the thing, I posted what I made, and people could absolutely criticize my food. I am not the world's greatest cook. And people who criticize my food, hey, I'm here for it. Right? Right? Right, Jim? Um, yeah, some people will try to bring you down, but also like don't do the attention seeking stuff. And if you do, just be okay with the criticism. Waiting for your dad to go to court. What were you arrested for, James? I did watch one where one of those guys who does the pranks where he's dressed up as a tree and he scares people. I saw one today where the cop arrested him. And I'm like, what are you arresting him for? That's not illegal. The most you could say is disturbing the peace, but I don't think that charge is going to stick. And when cops do that, that's when they should be sued. Like, we should not be trying to criminalize legal behavior. Barbecue's good. Barbecue's good. And yeah, the one was a woman who she was talking about the SNAP benefits, and she's like, "This is what $100 worth of food gets you." Um, and I'm trying to think, they had 2 liters of Dr. Pepper, not like diet or no sugar or anything like that, just regular Dr. Pepper. Um, I was walking around the house naked, and a few lads had seen me, so I got arrested for indecent exposure. You were in your house though. Like that shouldn't you should be arrested. You're in your house. It's one thing if you'd be standing like in the window, but just being in your house. Like, what are they doing looking in your house? Were they peeping in? Um, but yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh, with the arrest. Um, yeah, like we need to stop trying to criminalize everything. James, get yourself an attorney. Absolutely get yourself an attorney. Yeah, well, they already say that we're sleeping together, Georgie, so whatever. You don't see me posting my workouts, you know? That is some of the most attention seeking behavior. Even for people who are in good shape. Yeah, like no one cares. Unless if you're a workout guru, like I really don't care about your workouts. Like if you're not a trainer, I'm not like if you're not a trainer, unless if you're doing like, hey, this is my workout routine, this is how I'm losing weight, by all means you can post that. But a lot of these people who just, oh, look at me, I'm at the gym, like it's like, no, it's attention. But yeah, like, oh, the woman, she had 2 things of Dr. Pepper, a big thing of ramen, uh, breakfast cereal was Crave, um, 2 things of ice cream, like big things of ice cream. I'm trying to think what else. Get a partial root canal, couldn't finish it, and had to wait 2 weeks. You'll lose weight if you can't eat. That's true. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think what. Oh, chips, like everything the woman posted, and this was on X that I, retweeted this. I was like, look at all this junk food. Like it was crazy. Like no fruit, like no vegetables, no there was nothing I saw on the table that she had laid out that was healthy, and she was talking about how little SNAP benefits go, and I'm like, that's all junk. Like that's why we have a problem. And of course, the woman who posted it was obese, like, but she really didn't show herself that much. So I wasn't like, it wasn't an attention seeking. It was just like you're talking about how you're not getting enough for SNAP benefits, but literally all you bought was shit. And I guarantee you that woman's kids are obese too. Mr. G said I'm his boyfriend too. Oh yeah, that's how this all started. They said we were together, and I was like, no, no, I'm I'm the stuffing in the Oreo. Uh, I gotta end this here in a minute. I gotta go pick up my coworker, getting her stamps back. It showed huge pots of seafood boils. Right. Here's the thing: all these people posting about the SNAP benefits and all the stuff they weren't getting, not a one of them have I seen didn't look like they could do some type of job. And I'm not saying got to be, in shape construction worker out there swinging hammers. No, like literally most all of them could do a job from home. Uh, One was a woman who I thought was incredibly like in shape. She was very skinny, and she was talking about how she didn't have enough money to make rent, and how the church wouldn't help her. Like, and she was in New York City, and she was like, "Oh, thank God, Mandami's coming in here to take care of us." Like, Mandami is not going to help you. Like, I hate to break it to you, yeah, they don't have the money. They don't have the money without cutting massive things that actually do help all the citizens, like police, fire protection, subway, like cutting a lot of the subway and bus services. Yeah. So, yeah. But like, and she said that her husband was a cook. And it's like, well, there you go. You've got kids. You don't have any skilled labor in the house. So yeah, that's why you're poor. It's not because we're not giving you enough. And none of the government aid should be to get you not being poor. Like, that's not what government aid is for. Trail mix and pretzel kick for a snack. That's not too bad. I'm the first to admit I eat junk, but I also, and you don't see me like trying to post like sexy pictures and shit, right? And I wear clothes that are appropriate, you know. Uh, so yeah, I watched that. And then I watched another one where a woman was crying because she got her final settlement for her divorce, and her ex-husband has already moved on, and she's just really sad because she never loved anyone like him. But she's like, but I'm the one that filed for divorce. And it's like, well, you did this. This is the consequences of your actions. Like, you filed for divorce. Did you think your life was going to get better? That's the thing. All I, women today are the ones filing for divorce, and I'm sorry, but a lot of the women out there, I don't think can like adequately take care of themselves, let alone kids. And the numbers do support that. You want a kid to be less, um, have a less chance at life, have them raised by a single mom. That is exactly what the all of the studies show. Kids raised by single moms do worse. Kids raised by single dads do just as good as kids raised in two family households. So women who divorce, you should keep the kids in the dad's life. They will be better off, regardless what your issues are with him. And if you love your husband, if you love him, do not like do not file for divorce. Like, go to couples counseling. You should do something to make it better. That's one thing. When my divorce, when we separated and everything, that's why I can look myself in the mirror and like, if ever my son asks me why did it not work out, I can look at him and say, I can tell you I did every single thing I can to make it work, because I recognized that, uh one, while it does take two people, that I'm one of those people, and I had to, for it to have any chance at work, I had to 100% try to make it work. Well, you will, people like you, Nancy, probably did, but that's not the that is not the common case. Like, common is these single moms who, first off, they take, if they have sons, their sons become the replacement for the man in their life. And you see that a lot in football when these guys, when they get when they get their first check, they're buying their mom a house because their mom uh can't take care of herself and buy a house herself. I'm a single dad. I bought my own home. My ex, she's still renting. She is still renting and has rented the same place for over 10 years. Over 10 years. Like, but she thinks I'm an idiot for buying. My, I think I made a sound financial decision. Um, but well, yeah, but Georgia, you're not going to keep your kids from your husband, and you didn't while you were separated, at least as far as I know. And I don't think you're the type to do that. But there are women out there who do that, who use the children to punish their ex. But this woman was talking about she would divorce her ex and she just wasn't happy. And it was like, rather than take responsibility for her own unhappiness, she filed for divorce. And now she's unhappy that, one, he's moved on, and two, she's still in love with him. It's like, well, you did that. You did it. He didn't do any of that. You did that. Me, my relationship ended. When I tried my best to I did everything I could to salvage it. And that was when I started going to therapy. And I wasn't even diagnosed with PTSD then. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety. And then when it was over, it was clear that it was over. I moved. I started moving on with my life. And yeah, like, I didn't hold, I didn't hold any, what do I say? Like, animosity where, I was still angry about stuff about the relationship, but I wasn't actively doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, even still today, my ex actively does stuff to me. And I understand why that is. It's because she's hurt and wants me to feel her hurt. But I'm not responsible for her hurt. That is completely on her. Again, she filed for divorce. I was there willing to do whatever I could to work it out. And that's one thing I always tell people when they, oh, I'm looking at divorcing and whatnot. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, it's always best to try to work it out, to try, like, focus on making yourself a better person, and, you know, give it an honest effort. But people don't want to do the work. They want to put the blame on others. Um, I've always been willing to do the work. My brother paid his child support and then kids' university. My nephew was told his father was a lowlife and the mother would deny visitation when the kid turned 23. Yeah, that's really sad. That's the thing. Like, uh, I used to ask my mom for shoes, and she would say, "When your dad pays for them, you can't." Yeah, like, so what? I would say, okay, well, if you don't want to take care of me, just let me go live with dad. Yeah, you would never use your children as a weapon. I believe that, Georgie. I do believe that. But there are women out there who fucking do every single day. If you asked my ex right now, if you asked her right now, um, am I a good dad? She would not. She would say no. And honestly, I'm a great dad. I can say that because my son has affirmed that. That's his opinion. And I do everything I can. Like, if I don't have money, it's because I've taken care of my kid first. Oh, I don't blame you there, Nancy. Yeah. It's not that my brother did not want to see his son. And see, the thing about women who do that stuff, Chucky, they get very bitter because eventually the kids realize, oh, I was alienated. And now that I'm the adult, I want to, have a relationship with my dad. And these women get so bitter at the kids. And that's the thing. Like when these things happen, just go go get therapy. Therapy has made me a better dad, a better person. Not that I was a piece of shit or anything like that. It just made me better, and I am happy it made me better. Uh, I text my therapist all the time, and hey, what do you think about this? Here's something that's happening, and we talk about it together about what the healthiest way to do things is. My psychotic mom tried to use me and my brother against my dad, who had custody, backfired on her, so I became the target of hatred. Yeah, yep, right, Gary. And it just makes you not want to be that. I I worried about my son, and one day I asked my therapist, "Hey, should I be worried?" And she was like, "No." She was like, "Everybody has a crazy parent and a normal parent." She goes, "Everybody does. Even if you have two normal parents, you're gonna have one that's a little bit crazy." And she goes, "And everyone ends up fine. It's when you have two crazy parents that." And like my one friend that I helped move, she finally has realized that her family's not a good influence in her life. All they do is bash her, take things out on her, and she's got two crazy parents. And she's finally coming to terms with that. And like I told her, I'm like, look, you know, your family is not your family, right? Right, Georgia? Yeah, you weren't you weren't a bad spouse when you were separated. And that's, look at the advice. I gave you the same advice that I'm giving everyone here. Start talking to a therapist, make yourself better. Use this to make yourself better. And I would 100% try to work on your relationship. If nothing else, for a co parenting relationship. If nothing else. Um, but hey, guys, I do have to keep going. My coworkers here. All right. I'll talk